What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about BCH, BTC for Mr. M-Hat. M-Hat, I did not forget about you. I didn't have time yesterday, man. I was too tired, and I had stuff to do today, and enough about me. But long story short, guys, I'm very sick, actually. My throat is really bad. It hurts. It hurts a lot. So I might take a second to, swallow and, be in pain, and I might not be talking as loud. So anyways, without any further ado, let's get this started. I'm aware that for some reason there is this black bar below. I don't know why. I can't get rid. I don't know how to get rid of it. But I've never noticed that before. But I noticed it today. So something's off. But you can see the top. So I don't know. Whatever. We're just going to continue with it. I've spent too much time trying to figure it out. So low to high. Maybe I'm just silly. Oh, low to high here. We're at the 618, right? We're on the weekly here. All-time low to current high. We're at the 618-69 area, previous area of support as well. I do think that if we go lower, it won't be by much. If we were to find an absolute low that we could achieve, it might be down at the 786, but I personally don't expect that. I do think we will find support in this area. We're probably finding it now, right? And then continue upwards. Two new highs past this. What's really encouraging about this for BCH is this is versus BTC, not the dollar, right? So if it breaks new highs from its current valuation, that'd be over a 106% growth. And then if it sees extensions, like a normal extension, let's assume that's the low. If it goes lower, these extensions only get higher. That'd be a minimum of 150, potentially 225% in growth against BTC. So if BTC is going up while BCH is going up, BCH is going to go up 222% more, or maybe 150% more, right? So, yeah. That's kind of cool, right? If Bitcoin was to go up 20% or something like that, this thing would go up 151% more. I think that's how it works. I'm a math guy, but I have a hard time converting this in my head for some reason. But enough of that. Enough getting lost in the translations. We are on the weekly RSI as well. We're in the oversold zone, or right at it. We still have a few days left in the week. 3 days, 20 hours. About 4 days left in the week before we close. So nothing's determined yet, but we do like to find support in this area. Sometimes we go a little bit lower. Again, why I think we could go a little bit lower, but nonetheless, in this area, it's fairly common to find support for Bitcoin Cash, and I really do like this this golden ratio, the golden pocket we're in right now. Again, the lowest I would give it might be the 786, but all in all, to answer another question that you asked, and I know I already answered it, but I'm just going to answer it again, is that I do believe this is the all-time low for Bitcoin Cash. And when I say all-time low, I mean I think that it will be multiple cycles, if not permanently, that this is the all-time low for Bitcoin Cash. I don't think it's going lower than this. That's my opinion. I stated that back here whenever we first hit this area, and then when we had this little fake out breakout, we still closed right at that area. But I think that was a fake out to the downside. You can see it with the positive repercussions that we saw afterwards. I'm very confident that is the all-time low. And again, something I love to show for that reason is from low to high here, one of the more significant moves in this chart's history. You can look back, if we look at this here for what it is. Come on now. I'll delete it real quick, and then we'll zoom out a little bit. Out of all this chart's history, this one stands out, right? This one kind of stands out. This a little bit, but this one is way bigger. The only one that really compares in size and time is the one that we most recently had. It also took us a little bit above the green line, which we'd never been before. So, and the strongest readings we saw on the RSI. So that's definitely positive signs as well. But we held this 1618. Double bottomed off it very perfectly. We had a fake out to the downside, and then all the way up to the 886, 786 area where we find resistance. We're back at the 14. Ooh, we're back at the 1414 almost. Maybe we go a little bit lower to the 1414. Again, that still fits in that overall range, the sweet spot here of the 618 to the 69. Yeah. You could even go a little bit below the 1414. Again, previous area of support as well. So a lot going on down here. I think if we haven't found the low yet, it's coming in maybe by the end of this week, maybe by the end of next week, maybe by the end of the year, but soon, very, very soon. I do think Bitcoin Cash is coming to the end of its limits as far as going down goes. Speaking of which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's on its 9th red week in a row. 9th red week in a row. 10, 11, 12. It's had 11 out of the last 12 11 out of the last 12 weeks have been red weeks. That's crazy. Well, I think we're overdue. I really do think we're overdue. I mean, have we had that streak at all ever in this thing's history? I don't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Yeah, I don't see it, man. We are on the longest streak of this thing seeing red weeks that we've ever been. And it's just marching down there. It's not huge. We had one kind of huge drop off, and then just steadily going down. And Bitcoin Cash, basing it off of its price as well, it just hasn't been exciting. It hasn't been doing anything. It's not that Bitcoin Cash has dropped in price. It's that Bitcoin has gone up in price. It's achieved new yearly highs. Bitcoin Cash hasn't done that yet, but it's getting close, guys. It's getting close. And I very much think this is a testament to that as well. And just remember, this going up in value does not mean that Bitcoin Cash goes up in value. It just goes up in value versus Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can drop, and then Bitcoin Cash doesn't drop as much, which isn't common, but it happens. It does happen. Bitcoin could drop 20%, Bitcoin Cash drops 10%, and hey, that's going to give it, an extra bump on its overall valuation. And then, I mean, if Bitcoin was to continue to go up, which I think it's near the end of its run too, and Bitcoin Cash went up, then that would just mean Bitcoin Cash is going to go up more, in dollar value. But long story short, I don't think this downside is sustainable. I think it is coming to the end, and I think we're going to see Bitcoin Cash not only gain value versus the dollar very soon, but gain value versus Bitcoin. And where's it going? It's going to achieve new all-time highs. New yearly highs, not just on the BCH BTC chart, but on the USD chart as well. And that again, I think will take us finally to sustainable prices above 1% of a Bitcoin, which we just haven't had in a very long time. And in fact, if we look at this for what it is, just to end this video here, or I might go over some daily stuff real quick too. We've never had a higher high. We've never had a higher high, ever. Right, yes, okay. These highs here, this high is higher than that, sure. This high is higher than this high, but that doesn't count. You can see clearly high here, maybe a high here, high here, high here, high here, high here, all lower highs, all lower lows. I think in Bitcoin Cashes, this is also adding to the legitimate idea that for multiple cycles to come, I believe that this, if not forever, that this is the all-time low for Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin. I'm not saying that it'll never lose value against Bitcoin again. I'm just saying for the years to come, I would say more than just multiple years, okay, like more than just 2 years, like probably 4 years or more, we're going to continue to see this thing produce higher lows, right? And it will lose value against Bitcoin at times. It'll gain value against Bitcoin at times, but overall it'll continue to go up. We're going to see for the first time in this thing's history a higher low and a higher high. We're going to set the first uptrend that this thing's ever had in its entire history, and it's happening right before our eyes, I think. So, man, I'm in rough shape, you guys. Overbought or oversold as hell on the daily R side. This looks really weak, really bad. But to be fair, what you have going for you is you do have bullish divergence, right? Here, I'll zoom this in to make it more obvious. That's not what I was talking about. Okay, right here. Low down here, kind of a double bottom, higher low, but significantly lower levels. Not only that, but you do like to find support in this area a little bit. Again, giving reason or wiggle room to the downside. You could come down a little bit more, but all in all, I think we're near the end of this. We're going to go up soon. That's all I got. So if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and if you want to see me get better and not have a sore throat, definitely hit that like button. It'll bring me to strength, you guys. All right, take care. Bye bye.